When your stash is low, when your cash ain't full, when you need to max out your arsenal, it's time for Goodwill hunting. What is up, guys? Pone here, and today we're doing June 2022 Nerf thrifting. Super excited about this. Did the COVID video, done with COVID, back into the meaty monthly, every weekend out there thrifting, getting the best blasters I can find, trying to pin down those rares and epics, maybe on occasion find a legendary. As I was saying in my previous video, I did move. It means I have a fair amount of room to actually display blasters. In the past, at my previous place, I did have some walls up displaying a lot of the blasters. But now in this new place, I actually have, I've been trying to create little zones of where I'm displaying the Nerf. So I'll actually show you this little pocket where I've been putting kind of the tripod, the Vulcans and the Rhino Fires. So you can check these out just above a closet. And then I actually have this sort of indoor-outdoor room that I have dedicated to become the arsenal. I'm not ready yet. I've been working on it. It has a ton of blasters in there. Got some shelves. Got just trying to just cover the walls, wall-to-wall Nerf. Hundreds of blasters. But still not ready to show it. I might show a snippet in a later video or two, and I'll eventually have to do an arsenal video, of course, because I've been working so hard to get this stuff all set up over the last couple months. But anyway, it's time to do June 2022. Let's check out the first graph. This one's a little sad. It's all alone, sitting in the middle there, but we got the COVID behind us, and we got the new era, because we're back to the thrifting hardcore. So boring graph. So let's go check out the June 2022 compared to June in the past. 2017, 2018, 2019, 2022 is actually second best June that I've ever had for local thrifting. Pretty good month. Got some cool stuff, and mostly it's because I went to a wedding in June in Seattle, and of course I am extremely jealous of anybody who lives in the Seattle area because you have access to the Seattle Mega Goodwill, which I feel like just sucks up like a vortex all of the surrounding suburban Nerf. It feels like it's shipped there, because every time I go there, there's an absurd amount. The local to me was not that great in June, so I'm gonna give Seattle Goodwill all the credit here for this collection of blasters. It was just one day in Seattle was like 90% of what I got. You know, coming out of there, barely hanging on, getting all the looks. I love the looks. Everybody's giving you the kind of cockeye, like, what's this guy doing? He just cleaned out, 12, 13 blasters from this Goodwill. So thank you, Seattle. I really appreciate it. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's test some blasters here, starting with just a single common. I'm sure we can all guess which line it's from. It is, of course, the Praxis. Came with a magazine. Loving that. Give it a quick test. And it works great. Alright, found a bunch of different colors here, blasters I have, but some in different color varieties. I think last time I called this rare, but it's already dropped down to uncommon because, again, I've seen the purple strong arm for a second time. And that works great. Alright, uncommon again, we got our red Chronos. Lock it in, pump up the jam. Then, uncommon, because I've been seeing these a lot lately, the Praxis and the Vigilon. I've been seeing a ton of those. I've yet to see a Paragon in this kind of re-release blue-green scheme, so I'm looking out for that. But as for the Praxis, uncommon, see quite a few of these. Give it a test. That works great. And just as I was saying, I'll keep the magazine because I got another of that same color Praxis at the same place on the same day. This one, a lot less filthy. That one had a disgusting side, looked like somebody had got tape on it or something. This one, in much nicer physical condition. Calling these uncommon, but maybe they're gonna drop down to common because I got 4 of the white variety protons. All right, we're gonna see if we can fire all 4 at the same time. Okay, well, it was more like 3 in 1, but pretty close. Because I have the gift of foresight, you know, thrifting a whole bunch before I actually put these videos out. We're calling these uncommon, even though I'd never seen them before. They were fairly new, but I've seen them quite a few times now since then, so drop them into the uncommon slot. I got 2, they were pretty cheap. What were they? $4.99, 2 Megalodons. Pretty happy to pick these up. I've never seen these before, and they got a good feel. I've yet to actually fire these, however, though. Oh, and they rotate. Beautiful. Woo! Boy, okay. That first one fired great. That was some serious power. Damn. Fantastic. Megalodon feels good. Oh my gosh, you guys. It has been a long time. It feels good just going through and firing a bunch of different blasters. Because honestly, I haven't messed around with this stuff in a while. It was forever that I was only ever finding the orange stripe rapid strikes. But since then, I found a white stripe with the gray orange stock. More recently found a fully orange stock rapid strike, and now here's another one with the white stripe. And it also came with maybe an epic magazine from the infamous, the 30-round drum magazine. Super happy to see this, especially with that magazine. Fantastic. Then we got sort of the Rebel version of the hammer shot. I haven't seen one of these in a long time. 100% of the time we'll grab these, but this was only $1.99. Happy to see this. In some ways it's almost better than the hammer shot. It feels pretty good. The Rebel line, as far as like ergonomics, I don't think it can be beat, honestly. But fires great. Then we got a different color variation on the hammer shot, and again, love the hammer shot. Got this funky hammer shot hazard caution paint job, and that works great. Now, the purple one dropped down uncommon, but I hadn't seen this teal, well, maybe salmon colored strong arm before, so had to grab that. That works great. Fantastic. And then the last for the rares, we've got not just the white, but kind of the Arctic gray camo version of the Apollo. And that works great. Last for the rares, I got 2 epics. One is epic maybe just for me because it kind of completes a collection. I mean, the most rare, I would say, and because in the past I've called it a legendary, we've got the Praxis from that re-release line. But this one, I finally found a Sonic Praxis. This is the first one I've ever seen. It's pretty dirty, but now I've completed the Praxis series. I have every color of Praxis out there. And it works. Love me some old school air pressure blasters, the Supermax 3000. I think Bob Bob at one point, if you happen to be watching this, I don't expect you to be because my upload schedule is just so sparse, but I think at one point he asked, I'm not sure if I understood his question, but he was curious when the rotation occurred in the Supermax 3000, and I didn't know quite what he was talking about, but I believe if you pump it up, you give it a pump, and then you pull the pump all the way forward, and there's a point where it kind of stops and you need to give it a little more force, but it clicks in past a little catch, and then you fire, and then you actually, if you've moved, only if you've moved past that catch will it then rotate the drum forward. So there's definitely an area, if you don't bring it in there, where you just start pumping and it just stays. So I'm hoping this answers the question. You pull it all the way forward past the little catch, and then it will advance the rotation mechanism. If you're out there, Bob, and you happen to be watching this, and this was your actual question, and you still haven't figured it out until now, here you go. I hope that answers it. That's the end of June 2022. It feels good to be testing blasters. It feels good to be finding the rares and the epics again out there in the world. Whew, until next time, guys. You can be serious about Nerf, but don't take Nerf too seriously.